Martin Holgate giving a superb performance, jawaid khaliq. Now, was that an authentic knockdown?
Well, he definitely caught him. Definitely catches him with a punch, but it's just look at the foot. He just stumbled, he just caught on his toe there, and just stumbled with that right foot.
They don't call him Glenn X-Ray Eyes McCrory for nothing, you know. Round 5. Holgate's in red. Khaliq's in black. You probably deduced that for yourselves.
Well, Khaliq's got to find something special. He looks as if he has damage above the left eye, and he was catching a lot of punches in the 4th round. And that's how I've got it, Ian. I got him everything. I give the 2nd round even, but everything else for Holgate.
I gave everything to Holgate so far. Well, Khaliq, I think, must know he's got to do something here to try to turn this around. But it's very, very difficult for him in his 2nd professional fight. They took a little bit of a gamble. They thought they could maybe leapfrog their way up the British rankings, taking a bit of a shortcut. Hasn't quite worked out that way, unless, of course, Khaliq can come up with something surprising late on here. You never know.
Well, Holgate's nicely in control. He really can't let that slip away, and he's got to keep a nice steady pressure on Khaliq.
It's better from Khaliq, this. Holgate wants to get off those ropes, really.
He scored with a good right hand, and Khaliq just looked to cover up a little bit, and I think he got hurt by that shot.
So, are there signs of a breakthrough for Khaliq? He needs one, and again the right hand. Holgate here, just in danger of losing the plot a little. Again, he's really setting his feet and looking to unload that right hand. I think Khaliq knows he needs a knockout.
Yes, I'm sure he does, and he looks as if he's going for it, trying to get a little bit more leverage into that right hand. But he's got to be careful that he doesn't get caught with a good counter from Holgate.
Seems to be some blood maybe from the nose of Holgate. Maybe the right hand did it. This is definitely the best round so far for Khaliq. And it gets more interesting, this. Holgate has not got this job done yet. It's a good little comeback in this round from Khaliq. He was looking one-paced, short of ideas, but there it is again, leaving himself open to the left hook. Holgate needs to go in and capitalize on that, which he didn't really do.
Well, Khaliq was doing what he had to do. He had to try and get some control and land a good shot, and he went for it. He showed good character, but then Holgate come back with a good punch of his own.
Definite signs, though, of a Khaliq comeback in this round. Still getting caught himself, leaving amateurish openings, but this could yet slip away from Martin Holgate, even this late. There's only one round left. He's cut by the left eye, Khaliq. I don't think that's going to matter too much to him now. That shows a bit of character, doesn't it, to come back like that?
Yes, it does. There's the big right hand from Holgate. I think that could have done the damage to the eye, but he did well. He did a lot better in that round, Khaliq. He started to land some good punches, but Holgate come back at the very end. This time was authority, but I think the better work at the early round would have given Khaliq the points there.
So far, Holgate has landed 100 exactly, we think. Khaliq 73. That's on the computer. We have people beside us measuring the punches. Here's the 6th and last round of this one. Holgate, we think, with a handy points lead up against the ABA champion of last year, Jawaid Khaliq of Nottingham, who came back well, though, in that last round. Well enough, maybe, to suggest he could still pose problems for Holgate. Holgate trying to get back to work behind his jab.
Well, Khaliq, for me, has just got to go for broke in this round. He's got nothing really to lose. He looks to be falling quite a bit behind, so he's really got to go for it.
Punch amateurs have proved again tonight, haven't they, that this Martin Holgate is not a puncher. He's landed some absolutely flush, and they've not really made that big an impression.
That's right, he's landed some very good ones, and they've really rocked the head back, but he's never had Khaliq in any serious trouble. But he's boxed a better fight.
That was a thunderous looking right hand, really was, and again, no real impression.
Not at all. Khaliq even come back with a good punch, which just looked as if it hurt Holgate, and he was looking to hold.
He really did crash that right hand in, Martin Holgate. Discouraging for him, that really, to see it have no effect. Just little nicks around the face of Holgate, who just slips over. Well, he's counting this as a knockdown. There was a right hand in there. Mandatory 8 count. Khaliq credited with the knockdown. I think I did see a right hand. Holgate in trouble now, needs to get through this. Can Khaliq turn this all around in this last round? He might, you know. Holgate's in trouble, hurt by another right. His knees backward. He's holding on for dear life, Martin Holgate now. And there are 45 seconds remaining for him to last home. Holgate.
Sorry, an amazing last round for Khaliq, really going for broke, throwing everything.
And he does look to have the extra power. Oh, another right hand! And I thought for a moment Dave Parrish was going to step in. He just wrestled him to the floor there. He's badly shaken up. There'll be another count here, and no, he's not going to let it go on. And Khaliq has turned it all around with, what, 15 seconds remaining on the clock. That is a nightmare first defeat for Martin Holgate, who seemed to be well in control of that after 4 rounds. Khaliq showed signs of the revival in the 5th, and in the 6th, 2 knockdowns did the job, and I don't think you could quarrel with that stoppage at all. In fact, I thought Dave Parrish was going to stop it a few seconds earlier than that, when Holgate went reeling back into the ropes and then had to wrestle Khaliq to the floor. What a win that is for Khaliq.
Yes, really a tremendous win. It didn't look as if he could pull it back, but he found the punches. He hurt Holgate, and he just kept the pressure on. There's a good swiping little right hand down the side of the chin. And look at Holgate there, really just hanging on for dear life.
I posed the question earlier on whether this fellow might be something of a big puncher, Khaliq. He might be.
He certainly might. He suddenly found the punches to do the job. It was a terrible night for Holgate, who was so close, had looked so good in the first 4 rounds, and then just all slipped away with that good right hand. Real choppy little right hand, getting some leverage into his punches. And he's getting a very good win there. He really jumped up in the rankings with that.
A dramatic turnaround late on in the fight, and a terrific win for former ABA champion Jawaid Khaliq from Brendan Ingall's all-conquering stable up there in Sheffield. And Holgate beaten for the first time in 10 fights. We'll hear it officially now.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes 39 seconds of round 6, the referee stops the contest. Martin Holgate in no position to continue. The winner, jawaid Khaliq.
21 seconds from victory, we think, Holgate, when the end came.
Ladies and gentlemen,
good fight, and there's more to come.
Martin Holgate.
Well, Holgate has been busy building up a very respectable record over the last year or so, but maybe he's got to have a rethink. And what about this young man